So you see we've got that. Looks pretty good. So now, if I wanted to do the little garage that I have over here, that's easy enough to do. Well, first off, I'm going to just fake in a little bit of a slant for another roof on this back part. And so the garage. Okay. So the garage is just going to line up with this corner right here, right? So what I'll do is I'll take and I'll line that up with my vanishing point all the way back here and all the way over here to this corner. And I don't have to draw all that line. I only have to come from the corner. Okay. And how far out I put it, that's rather arbitrary. I just decided to make it about that far out there. And how high am I going to do it? Well, I'll just do it at the same height as these windows, so it's right about there. All right, so I've got it lined it up here and here. Cool, right? And then I can just draw this straight up and down. And there's for my garage. Now, if I wanted to center a little garage door there, then just drawing that X, and then just drawing between the X to bring it together like that. Can then come straight down, and that's got a pretty evenly spaced little door right there. Okay. And I'll go ahead and darken that up too, and get rid of the lines that I don't need. Don't keep around lines that you don't need. Okay, and then I just faked in a little roof right up here. Cool. And then this is going to go back a little ways, right? Just the same way as this did. So just like this wall has to go back to that vanishing point, of course, this side of the garage door would also have to go back to the vanishing point. So I'll just make it, about that long. Once again, I don't have to actually draw all the way back here, just as far as what I'm going to have it. And I'll have this go back about there. Okay, so that's giving me the far wall of the garage. Maybe just fake in that little line for the roof right there. Cool, I've got the garage. That was easy. Okay, so now we want to do these windows and this foyer right here. So just the same way as I divided this side up, I can divide this side up here. But this one has 4. So the first thing I'll do is I'll divide this in half. And find my center point. Okay, so that's half. Well, now, if I wanted to divide it into 4, that wouldn't be too hard. But first, you know what? I don't think I'm going to need these lines for anything, so get rid of them, right? Anything that you don't need, as soon as you're done with it, get rid of it and draw light. That way it's easy to get rid of it. Okay. So then I want to divide each one of these in half, kind of like I did over here. So I'll just draw that here and here and here to here. Okay, so now those are both just divided in half. Okay, cool. So just go ahead and make my up and downs. Remember, with this 2-point perspective, up and down is up and down. It's just got to be straight. I wish we could turn it easily. So if you think this is complicated, wait until we get to multiple vantage points. And that's what you need in order to turn things in space. But I digress. So I've got this divided like 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's just divide it in half. That's easy enough. I'll just run that along. And I happen to put this right pretty much on the horizon line. Not quite, but really close. Okay. So there it is. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal sections. And that's where the windows will go. All right. So here, just like before, X and X, and where else? We won't see this over here, so I'm not even going to bother with that. It'd be silly to draw guidelines over here since I'm not going to need them. So here's an X right here. Okay. And so I already determined the size or the height of the windows right here. So remember, I can just carry that over to the wall just by extending that line, and then coming down this way, that's going to give me the height for these windows. So here and here. Cool. So that's the height I've got for these. And right there, I think. Okay. And shouldn't even have drawn this line right here because I don't need it. Okay, so here, remember, this is lining up with this point right here. This is lining up with this point right here. It comes from the vanishing point up. Okay, and so then here and here. Okay, cool. And so then I can just come straight down. And that has given me the width of the windows. Because remember, I can just come down from the X. Wherever it hit that X, that's where I know it's going to be. And things might not line up perfectly, but they should be darn close. Okay. So cool. So once again, let me get rid of all those extra lines that I don't need anymore. Okay. Don't need any of this gobbledygook. None of that. None of that.